Today I am going to explain about Euclid's algorithm, which is in chapter real numbers of SSC board. So first of all, look at this equation, that is A is equals to BQ plus R, and where R is greater than or equal to 0 and it is less than B. Here A, it stands for dividend, and B, it is divisor. Q, it means quotient, and R, it is remainder. So let us first know what are these. So whenever you do the division, the number which you write here, this is called as dividend, and for dividing this we use a number here, that number is called as divisor, and the number with which this divisor is multiplied and then we get some product which we divide it with dividend. So here it is called as quotient. And whatever the result which we get, sometimes we may get 0 or sometimes some other number, this number here it is called as remainder. You can see I have taken few examples from the textbook of do this exercise. So first of all, to solve these questions you have to know this equation. So whenever we are given these numbers, remember one will be the dividend and other will be the divisor. So dividend, divisor. So it is possible to divide the number using this division method, but when it comes to big numbers, so we can't divide. So it takes a lot of time. So for that Euclid's algorithm is used. The first question, so that you can understand what is it, 50 and 70. I said you before that one will be the dividend and other will be the divisor. So to decide which number is dividend and which is divisor, always take the lesser number as divisor and the number which is more, that number as dividend. Among them, which one is the divisor? You can see this is lesser number, so this is the divisor, so take it as B. This one is the dividend because it is greater number, take it as A. Write the equation, A is equals to BQ plus R. Substitute the values first, 70 equal to, where B is 50, so we don't know the quotient and we even don't know the remainder. So here we are going to do the division. Let us first divide 50 and 70. The first method is to write A and B values. So you know how to write them. The lesser value will be the divisor, that is B, and the greater value will be the dividend, that is A. You know that 50 twos is 100, so we will go for 50 ones, that is 50. 20 is the remainder, so this is R, this is Q. Substitute these values. R is 20 and Q is 1. Now we are done with the first step. So there is no need of this thing now. We have to take this number as A, this number as B. Again substitute in this equation. So A is 50, B is 20. Again we have to know the quotient and remainder. Again divide these two. 20 with 50. 20 twos are 40, 20 threes are 60. So we will take 20 twos are. And the remainder is 10. This is R, this is Q. For the second one, substitute R, that is 10, and substitute Q, that is 2. Again we don't have any work with this. Take this number as A and this number as B. So we have to do this until we get remainder as 0. And the number, here we get the 0, the number which we are taking here, that is the divisor, that would be the HCF. So again we have to take A is 20, B is 10, and quotient plus remainder we have to know. So let us divide 20 by 10. So 10 twos are 20. We got the remainder as 0. So the remainder is 0. This is the quotient which is 2. So I said you before, if the remainder is 0, then the divisor becomes the HCF. So the HCF for this is 10. So let us discuss the remaining examples. This is the second sum, so that you can understand it better. So the greater one is 96 and the smaller number is 72. So the greater number will be the dividend, that is A, smaller number will be the divisor, that is B. The equation is A is equals to BQ plus R. Again, A is 96, B is 72, Q and R we don't know. Only one time we can take, otherwise it will be a greater number and we won't be able to divide it with 96. 72 ones are 72. 4, 2. So the remainder is 24, quotient is 1. Let us substitute these values. Q is 1 and R is 24. Again, we don't have any work with this number now. Let us take this number as A, this number as B. 72 equal to 24 into quotient plus remainder. 24 then 72. So 24 into 3. 12, 7. So 3 times. So finally we got the remainder as 0 and we got the quotient as 3. So 3 times 0. So I told you before, if the remainder is 0, then the divisor is the HCF. This is the divisor. So our HCF is 24 in this case. Our third sum, again the greater number here it is 550, take it as A, and the smaller number here it is 300, so take it as B. This is the dividend and this is the divisor. Our equation is A is equals to BQ plus R. Substitute the values. 550 equal to 300, we don't know the Q, we have to find, and the remainder. So we are dividing 550 with the divisor 300. So 300 times 1s are 300 and we get 250. This is the remainder, this is the quotient. Let us substitute these values. So into 1, 250. And we don't have any work with this now. We are going to take this as A and this is as B. 300 equal to 250. Again we have to find the quotient and the remainder. So we will apply the division method. 1 time 250 and the remainder here is 50. The quotient is 1 and the remainder is 50. So let us substitute. So again we don't have any work with this. Take this as A, take this as B. So 250 equal to 50 into quotient plus remainder. 50, 250. So the smaller number will be outside, the greater number will be inside. 50. 55 times if we take, we get 250. The remainder finally we got as 0. And this is Q. Let us substitute it. Remainder is 0. So here HCF is 50 because the remainder which we got is HCF is 50 because we got the remainder as 0. This is our last sum. I hope you got clarity. So again we are going to do it. We are going to repeat this so that you can understand what to do when big numbers are given. So again the smaller number here it is. So this is in 2000 and this is in 1000. So the smaller one is this one. So take it as B. The greater number is this. So take it as A. Dividend, divisor. Our equation is A is equals to BQ plus R. So substitute the values. 2015 equal to 1860 into quotient plus remainder. So we are going to divide 2015 with 1860. If we take 1860 twice, the number will be more and we can't divide it with 2015. Always the number which we are going to subtract from dividend, it should be smaller number when compared to this 2015. If it is greater number, then division won't. So always remember the number should be smaller than the dividend or it can be equal to dividend. So let us see 1860 into 2. So 6 2s are 12, 8 2s are 16. Multiplying 1860 with 2, I got the number in 3000, which is greater when compared to our dividend value. So we can't take 2 as quotient here. We have to take 1 only, which is again 1860. So if we subtract, we will get, it is 9, 1. So I got the remainder as 155. So this is the remainder, this is the quotient. Quotient is 1, remainder is 155. We have no work with this number. Take this as A, this as B for the second step. So 1860 equal to 155 into quotient plus remainder. So we are going to divide 1860 with 155, which is our divisor here. So we can take 1855 for one time because for twice it is greater. First let us take these three numbers. So it is 10, 310. So this number is greater when compared to these three digits. So let us take 155 ones, that is 155, and we get 1, 310. We already know that 1552 is 310. So again we can just multiply it with 2 times and the remainder here is 0. So if it is possible, if we are able to get 0, then we can just go. But for some numbers we know that we can't get 0. So we have to just wait for the remainder and we have to substitute. If the remainder is like 250 or something, we have to just substitute in R place. Here we can get R as 0. Here we got the remainder as 0, so we can just substitute here. So 155 12 times and the remainder is 0. As you know, if the remainder is 0, the divisor here becomes the HCF. So the HCF here is 155. So that's it for today. What you have to do is you have to remember this equation and always remember the remainder. It can be equal to 0 or it can be greater than 0. So I hope you are clear with all these sums. Thank you for watching. I'll come up with some other videos.